Now, some folks might not be familiar with the term SigmaFemale. They're not your typical leading ladies, mind you. They walk a different path, often misunderstood, but always captivating. They're the independent spirits, the lone wolves, comfortable in their own skin, blazing their own trails. These women possess a quiet strength, a resilience that allows them to navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. They don't seek validation from the crowd. They answer to a different drummer, one that beats to the rhythm of their own hearts. We'll explore their world, understand their struggles, and hopefully gain a newfound appreciation for the strength it takes to walk your own path. Let's dive into the unique challenges these remarkable women face. Life, you see, has a way of boxing us in, especially women. Society, with its well-meaning but often suffocating expectations, tries to mold them into predefined roles. But the Sigma female, she sees those boxes, those neat little categories people try to fit her into. And she politely declines. She understands the world doesn't quite understand her need for independence, her comfort in solitude, her disdain for the mundane. They might see it as rebellion, but she sees it as authenticity. Every step she takes, every decision she makes is a testament to her unwavering commitment to staying true to herself. The pressure to conform, to fit in, can be immense, a relentless tide pulling at her spirit. But she stands firm, her inner compass guiding her, her resolve unwavering. She knows the price of conformity is far too high, a steep trade for the freedom to be herself. She writes her own story, one courageous choice at a time, embracing the uncertainty with open arms. This isn't to say she's against tradition or societal norms. She simply chooses to approach them on her own terms, questioning, analyzing, and ultimately deciding for herself what rings true. Now, solitude for some can be a heavy cloak, a lonesome journey into the depths of their own thoughts. But for the Sigma female, it's a warm embrace, a familiar comfort in a world that's constantly demanding her attention. She doesn't shy away from her own company, but rather, she welcomes it. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that she recharges, reevaluates, and reconnects with the essence of who she is. It's not about being alone, but about being at peace with oneself, a sanctuary where she can truly be free. You see, the world can be a noisy place, a cacophony of opinions and expectations vying for your attention. But in solitude, she finds the space to silence the external noise and listen to the whispers of her own soul. It's a sacred space where she can explore her thoughts, her dreams, her aspirations, without judgment or expectation. She finds joy in her own company, contentment in her own thoughts, a self-sufficiency that's both empowering and inspiring. She understands that solitude is not a sign of weakness, but a source of strength. Now, the workplace, that arena of ambition and competition, can be a challenging landscape for anyone. But for the Sigma female, it presents its own unique set of obstacles, a labyrinth of expectations and stereotypes waiting to be challenged. She's often met with skepticism, her independent nature mistaken for aloofness, her quiet confidence misconstrued as arrogance. The very traits that make her unique, her ability to think outside the box, her comfort in taking the road less traveled, can be misconstrued in a world that often rewards conformity. But she perseveres, her determination fueled by a deep-seated belief in her own abilities. She knows her worth, she understands her value, and she refuses to dim her light to fit in with the crowd. She's not afraid to speak her mind, to challenge the status quo, to offer a fresh perspective, even if it ruffles a few feathers along the way. She navigates the workplace with a quiet grace, her competence speaking volumes, her work ethic silencing the doubters. She doesn't need constant praise or validation. Her satisfaction comes from a job well done, from exceeding her own expectations, and while she may face challenges, she sees them as opportunities for growth, for proving her mettle, for demonstrating that true strength lies in embracing one's individuality. Now, love, that intricate dance of two souls, can be a beautiful thing, but for the Sigma female, it's not about losing herself in another, but about finding a love that complements her spirit, her independence, her unwavering sense of self. She doesn't need saving, she doesn't seek completion. She seeks a partner in crime, a fellow adventurer who's willing to explore the depths of life alongside her, hand in hand, but never losing sight of their individual paths. It's about two whole souls coming together, not two halves trying to make a whole. She craves a love that's built on mutual respect, a deep understanding of each other's need for space and solitude, a connection that celebrates their differences as much as their similarities. It's not about codependence, but about interdependence, a shared journey where both individuals can thrive and grow, both individually and together. She's not afraid to be vulnerable, to open her heart, but she also understands the importance of setting boundaries, of protecting her space, her independence. She knows that a healthy relationship is one where both partners can be their authentic selves without fear of judgment or the need to compromise their core values. She approaches love with the same fierce independence that defines her spirit, the same unwavering commitment to authenticity that guides her every step. Life, my friends, is a tapestry woven with both triumphs and tribulations. And the Sigma female, she understands this better than most. She knows that failures and setbacks are not the end of the story, but merely plot twists. Opportunities for growth, for resilience, for emerging stronger on the other side. She doesn't crumble in the face of adversity. She doesn't allow disappointment to define her. Instead, she faces her challenges head-on with a quiet determination, a steely resolve that's both admirable and inspiring. She sees failures not as defeats, but as valuable lessons, stepping stones on her journey of self-discovery and growth. She allows herself to feel the sting of disappointment, to acknowledge the pain of setbacks, but she doesn't dwell in that space. She processes her emotions, learns from her mistakes, and emerges from the ashes like a phoenix, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. She understands that the path to success is rarely linear, that it's paved with obstacles and detours. Now, independence. It's a word often tossed around, sometimes misconstrued. But for the Sigma female, it's the very air she breathes. It's not about shutting out the world, but about navigating it on her own terms. With her head held high, her spirit free, she thrives on self-reliance, on the knowledge that she's capable of charting her own course, of making her own decisions, of building a life that's authentically hers. It's not about rejecting help or support, but about knowing that she has the strength and the resourcefulness to handle whatever life throws her way. In a world that often encourages dependence, she stands out, a beacon of self-sufficiency, a testament to the power of forging your own path. She understands that true freedom comes from within, from the unshakable belief in her own abilities, her own judgment, her own inner compass. She's not afraid to stand alone, to make her own choices, even if they go against the grain, even if they challenge societal norms. She values her independence above all else, for it allows her to live a life that's true to herself, a life that's free from the constraints of expectations and limitations. This independence isn't just about practicality, about paying her own bills or fixing her own flat tire, though she's perfectly capable of both. Now, criticism. It can be a bitter pill to swallow for anyone, but the Sigma female, she possesses a remarkable ability to sift through the noise, to discern constructive feedback from mere negativity, and to emerge from the experience even stronger. She understands that not everyone will understand her journey, her choices, her way of life, and that's okay. She's not seeking validation from the peanut gallery. Her validation comes from within, from a deep-seated sense of self-worth and an unwavering belief in her own path. She listens to criticism with an open mind, but she doesn't allow it to dictate her worth or to derail her from her goals. She possesses a discerning ear, capable of separating the wheat from the chaff, of extracting valuable insights from even the harshest critiques. She's not afraid to engage in healthy debate, to defend her position, to stand up for what she believes in. But she also knows when to walk away, when to disengage from negativity that serves no purpose other than to drain her energy and dim her light. Now, in a world that often feels like shifting sand, the Sigma female stands as a testament to the power of authenticity, of staying true to one's own internal compass, no matter the external pressures or societal expectations. She understands that her values, her beliefs, her principles are the very foundation upon which she builds her life. They are her guiding stars, her moral compass, the unwavering truths that dictate her choices, her actions, her interactions with the world. She refuses to compromise her integrity for the sake of fitting in, for the sake of pleasing others, for the sake of achieving success on someone else's terms. She understands that true success is not about external validation, but about living in alignment with her own values, her own definition of a life well lived. She's not afraid to stand up for what she believes in, even if it means standing alone, even if it means challenging the status quo, even if it means going against the grain. She understands that her voice, her perspective, her truth matters, and she refuses to be silenced. She lives her life with intention, with purpose, with a deep-seated understanding that her actions have consequences, both for herself and for the world around her. We've journeyed through the unique challenges and triumphs that color the world of a Sigma female. We've witnessed her quiet strength, her unwavering independence, her resilience in the face of adversity. We've seen her embrace solitude, navigate societal expectations, and stay true to her values in a world that often celebrates conformity. Take a moment to reflect on the Sigma females in your own lives. Their strength, their resilience, their unwavering spirit serves as a beacon of inspiration for us all. They remind us that it's okay to forge our own paths, to embrace our individuality, and to live life on our own terms. Now tell me, what resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts, your experiences, your insights in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content that celebrates the strength of the human spirit.